Hi, it's Mazaya, and for the past 13 weeks, I have been committed to fulfilling my green pledges. There were 48 pledges in total, covering food and drink, energy efficiency, green kitchen, wardrobe, bathroom, technology, and also shopping. Surprisingly, I managed to do most of them, although not all, but this pledge has been encouraging me to take that extra mile to go green, and to me, it has been a very incredible journey. Although, to be honest, doing the pledges has not been easy, but I love how this pledge motivates me to live more sustainably, and it also shows me how my actions, no matter how small, actually contributes to the environment and the world around me. Throughout the journey of doing the pledges, I actually realized that I had been doing some of them before I had to even take the pledge. For instance, I am not a big fan of toilet paper and have been using small towels since I was a little kid. I have never used a dryer anywhere and always line dried my clothes. Some things just felt like an instinct, an automatic response or muscle memory, like turning off the water faucets and unplugging electronic devices and chargers, for example. Although I admit I still have a lot to work on, like I sometimes forget to bring reusable bags, and I also currently cannot grow my own food due to space and also time constraints. Some of the pledges were a bit of a hassle to do on certain days, like taking the public transport when it's raining, because the station is not easily accessible due to its far distance, and you will be drenched in the water trying to walk there. But anyways, taking on these commitments has pushed me to become more analytical and critical in my thinking, but it also made me feel good about myself. Trust me, you will feel a sense of purpose in your life because you know that every decision you make matters and every decision that you make counts on any given day, and it actually makes an impact to your environment, to everyone around you, strangers or not. And you will be acutely aware of how much you mean to the world. From this pledge, I learned to apply the principle of less is more. The world is moving and changing too fast, and it is nice to slow down and be content with what you have. I also learned to see the value of everything, even in waste. Not to mention, separating and composting my waste reminds me of when I learned waste management in class. To add, I learned to take my time in making my consumer choices, think of my action critically, and know where my product is from and where it will end. And this mindset change significantly relates to what I learned during life cycle assessment class. Overall, I learned many valuable lessons that I cannot think of getting anywhere else. Like I said, my green pledge is not perfect, but I love this quote by Anne Marie that said, "We don't need a handful of people doing zero waste perfectly, but we need millions of people doing it imperfectly." And it applies to me and you too. I hope that I can be better in the future, and I will start by doing all these small sustainable steps first before moving to bigger ones. Overall, I feel happier, more educated, more aware and awoke to the environment and everyone around me. I will try to incorporate more and more sustainable practices into my daily routines and also habits, to try to play my part in helping to mitigate environmental problems and also the consequences that might occur in the long run. We live on this pack called Earth, so think about your choices, what you're gonna do every day, today, tomorrow, and also yesterday, and make the most out of it. Because you can have an impact too.